Hey guys, welcome to our home, and I'd like you to meet our snakes. All right, so this first tank is for the girl we're picking up this weekend. We're really excited to get her. She's a fully grown 4-year-old lemon ghost, hognose. So we already have her tank set up for when we pick her up. Now, where I'm going to be showing you first is everybody's enclosures, and then I'm going to show you each individual snake and tell you their morphs and traits. But this is the first one, and she's not here yet, but this is what it looks like. This next enclosure belongs to Spectre. He is our leucistic hognose. His mother was purple line, and his father was an Arctic, and he is leucistic. I'm not sure why he's showing up pink on the camera here, because he is bone white. You'll be able to see that here in a little later when we show him individually. But he is bone white, and he has a blue-green eye. He's very, very pretty. He's a very active snake. He loves crawling all over his vegetation, as you'll see here in a second. But he loves crawling all over the tank. He's a very active boy, and he's very, very handsome. This enclosure belongs to Ember. He's our super Arctic albino Sub-Zero hognose. He's 100% het for sable. He is also very, very active boy. He's a very, very good eater. And this is his enclosure. This enclosure belongs to Anubis. He is our blackback sable hognose. He is het for albino, and you can see him here on the bottom right of your screen. He likes to go through all the vegetation, which is why he has a lot of it in his enclosure. This enclosure belongs to Calypso. She is our watermelon super Arctic super conda, and she is 100% het for albino and 66% het for sable. She has a great personality. She has 2 hearts on the top of her head, as you can see there. You'll see it more clearly later. But here is her enclosure. This enclosure belongs to Pepper. She is a conda het albino that you'll see here in a few minutes. But she likes to hide under that corkboard, so this is her enclosure. Alright, this is Spectre, and as you can see, he's actually very, very white. He is bone white, and his eye is greenish, bluish. He's a very, very pretty boy. He has some pink undertones in between his scales, as you can see a little bit here. But he's actually quite white. So I'm not sure, maybe it's the lighting in the enclosure. As you see him going in the enclosure here, you start seeing him a little bit more pink again. Maybe it's the lighting messing with the camera, but he's actually very, very white. And this is Anubis. He is our black-back sable hognose. He is 100% het for albino. And he is a very, very calm hognose. He's a very chill hognose, and he just has really, really pretty coloring, really dark spots on his body. He's very pretty. This is Calypso. She is a watermelon super Arctic super conda. She is 100% het albino and 66% het sable. She has a beautiful stripe down the length of her body. She has 2 hearts on her head. And she is just a good, good girl all around. This is Pepper. She is a conda het albino. She has some really pretty colors, if you can see down her side, that come out. And she's a great eater. Really pretty girl. And this is Ember. He's a super Arctic albino, also known as a Sub-Zero, and he is 100% het for sable. You can just see his really pretty colors. He has light whites, yellows, almost caramel color, with some pink undertones. He has a dark ruby red eyes. He's a really pretty boy. That's Ember. This is Cheddar. He is an albino hognose. He's a albino conda. He's about 3 months old, and he's been doing great. He's a great eater. He's got a nice and long, got a really good shed. He's almost ready for his big boy tank. But for now, he's still in his baby drawer here. This is how we keep our babies. You can see we put a lot of enrichment in there with the hides and toys and all that. So that's where he's been growing out. I find that it's really, really beneficial for them when they're little to get them eating really well, to have them in their bins for the first few months. So that's Cheddar. This is Velveeta. She is an albino wild type, Cheddar's sister. She is also doing really well, had a really good shed, and eating really well. And again, I think this is her bin here. Again, like to provide a lot of really good enrichment for the babies, but we find the smaller bins makes them just feed a lot better to get them started. And this is Velveeta. Really pretty normal type albino. This is Nacho. He is a conda albino. Again, he is a brother to Velveeta and Cheddar. Really pretty boy. This is his little cubicle. Again, try to provide a lot of really good enrichment. They seem to do really, really well. This is Maple. She is a conda het albino, a sister to Cheddar, Velveeta, and Nacho. And she just had a growth shed herself. She's looking really pretty. Really, really nice, clear spots. She's a good girl too. And there goes Maple in her cubicle, her bin. This here is Noodle. He's an extreme red line albino super conda, and he's het snow, so he's het exanthic. He was a bit of a rescue. He hadn't eaten for his previous owner for quite a while, but now we've gotten 4 meals back to back that he's eaten on his own for us, and he's had a growth shed for us, so he is doing much, much better. And this is Noodle's home. Again, he is staying in the rack in one of the bins, because again, it does help with them eating better. I have found he was previously in a 10-gallon tank where he wasn't eating, and now that we have him in this bin in the rack system, like I said, he's taken 4 consecutive meals unassisted from us, and he is looking much better. So this is our rack system. This is where we keep the babies. We have the QR codes, which are for the Husbandry Pro app that I use to monitor and track everything for all the different snakes. So each animal has a placard with all their information on it, and then the QR code for the Husbandry Pro app. This rack is controlled by Vivarium Electronics V200 with the heat tape so that they have heat in the back and cool in the front. The other enclosures have dual Zoomed light fixtures with heat light and a heat emitter so that they have heat at night as well. They have heat mats under the hot side as well. Every one is controlled by a thermostat, the Zoomed ReptiTherm digital thermostats, so that the temperatures stay where they need to be. When I said earlier that Cheddar's ready to move into his big boy tank, we already have those set up. So we have 2 tanks ready for Cheddar and Velveeta and probably Nacho, because I have another one here. So they will be moving out of the rack system here pretty soon and into some big boy tanks to join on this side. So that is how I keep the rack system here with all the enclosures. So eventually everybody goes to an enclosure. It's just when they're growing out, they start off in the small rack system. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you today. If you guys have any input, obviously always trying to learn. I'm not an expert here. Just doing the best we can and providing the best homes for our snakes that we possibly can give them. So if you guys have any input, any suggestions, anything that you think we could do better, please feel free to let me know. And if you have any questions on any of the setups, I'm happy to answer them. So see you then.